Hey guys, I'm Nicole, and today I'm gonna show you how to make awesome marble swirled hot chocolate bombs just like these. We're gonna tell you what to do and even what not to do. So stay tuned, we'll be right back and you'll learn all the tips and tricks.
Tis the season to sink some money into a hobby you're never gonna do again. Let's get started. Let's gather our ingredients. Hopefully you can read or identify things based on their photos. We're not just making these with our hands, you also need tools. And here they are. Oh, and good luck finding these. We ordered ours 3 months ago. First things first, cut open the bag. No need to measure, just eyeball however much you want to use. This is for decoration anyway. Put the bowl in your magical microwave, close the door, and voila, melted chocolate. Slap your mold on the counter like it owes you money. Take a dollop or a spoonful or a glob or however much you want and just smear it into that mold. If you don't like to smear things, you can paint it in there. And on to the next color that's already magically melted. Go ahead and smear that in there. If you'd like to know what it's like to paint with wet noodles, grab one of these brushes. It didn't work for us, like at all, but it might work for you. And if you don't have a brush or a spatula handy, just use your thumb, like the real pros do. Look at those beautiful smears. Cleanup's a breeze. Looking great, except that one on the top right. Try harder. Next, we're gonna tone these down with some basic black and white colors. If you're colorblind, this is the easy part. Next, you're gonna coat the inside of your mold with chocolate. We need a nice heavy coat, cause winter's coming. Making fancy hot cocoa bombs isn't the time to be thrifty. Now here's where you're gonna really wanna pay attention. Completely coat the inside of the mold. I see you over there trying to take a shortcut and save chocolate. You're gonna regret that later. Don't do it. You're not gonna like the outcome. Go ahead and repeat this for all the molds you have. Variety is the spice of life. So for this mold, we're gonna go ahead and use dark chocolate. Yummy. Once the first coat is completely set up and chilled, go back and do it again. Don't be stingy. You could get by with 1 layer, but let's be honest, this isn't sweater weather. Go for 2 layers. Once the second layer is complete, just walk away. Let the chocolate set. And here's where we find out just how important that second layer really is. If you followed our detailed instructions, the mold should just peel right away. Yep, just like that. If you decided to skip our advice and not add that second layer, good luck. And through editing magic, we're done taking all those out. For those of you with overlooked December birthdays, we're doing it again. We're just gonna add some birthday cake flavor to these treats. Hope you weren't expecting a real cake. Now we're gonna finish taking all these out so we can get to the next step. If you thought we were already having fun, just wait. This is where it gets interesting. Since you did a sloppy job on these, you probably have to smooth out the edges. A low heat pan on a stove is great for this. Next, put in the hot cocoa powder. It's your creation. Put however much you want in there. You'll figure it out. Some people like to put sprinkles in theirs. I don't. We only did this for the internet. Since we're a candy store, of course we're gonna put candy in ours. These are sixlets. And what's hot cocoa without marshmallows? Let's put a handful of marshmallows in there. They're gonna try to fall out, so make sure you stack them up nice and neat. I think there's room for more marshmallows. You know what? Just cram them all in there. For an extra layer of chocolatey goodness, let's add some chocolate sauce. It doesn't have to be neat. You won't see it again till it melts. It's time to put a lid on this bee. Bomb, duh. We just used the same technique to melt the edges ever so slightly and just stuck it right on top. Just like that. Just give it a little press to make sure it's sealed completely. In case your seam is a little messy, just bring it over to that pan and roll it around a little bit to melt the edges. And then roll those melted edges in the sprinkles to thoroughly hide all your flaws. Well, maybe not all of your flaws. And now, after all of your tedious work, it's time to put it into a mug and melt it to oblivion. Use that magic microwave again to heat up 1.5 cups of milk. Once heated, pour that hot milk over the bomb and watch the magic happen. Aren't you glad you spent so much time to make a cup of hot cocoa? Maybe next time just buy them from Sweet Things. Yummy. Since you probably screwed up the seal on this, here's an easy way to fix it. Since duct tape isn't an option, let's use marshmallows and chocolate to fix our mistakes. What could go wrong? I feel like we could explain this in detail, but if you're watching the video, we're pretty much just jamming marshmallows into this thing and covering it in chocolate. And sprinkles. All better. If you're looking for a way to make this a more practical gift for everyday life, why not make a cereal bomb? Because what's more inconvenient than having to pour your own bowl of cereal? All part of a well-balanced breakfast. Don't forget the chocolate. Kids love chocolate. Who are we kidding? Adults do too. But you know what adults like even more? Liquor. Looking for a way to bring some life into your next holiday party? Give these little gems a try. Holidays with the family just got a lot more exciting, thanks to Jim Beam. But maybe don't give these to the kids.
All right, guys, that's it for hot chocolate bombs and how to make them, and maybe how not to make them. So if you enjoyed this, leave us a comment, let us know if you've made hot chocolate bombs, tell us about that too. Otherwise, cheers.